Good morning. Uh, I have an assignment here that's connected to the genetics that we've been doing. And so if you did the last assignment, you should be able to follow this one. And this is to create an alien with finding out what their traits are. So here's what it looks like. Alien genetics, genotype, phenotype. Genotype is the letters used of the alleles that each person has for a trait, remember? We get one from our parents, from one parent, and one from the other parent, and that makes up our traits, like if we have brown hair or blonde hair or whatever color eyes we have, um, depending upon lots of different traits. The phenotype is, again, if you remember the notes, phenotype is what you can see. That is brown hair, blue eyes. Genotype is the letters used to describe this. And so we will look at this. And if you look, we have alien genetics. And if you read through here, you will see that there are different traits that you are going to find for your alien. So we have a large head, small head, that's one. And then that's the head size. Here's the shape of the head. Here's if it has horns or not, arms, legs. Does it have fur, no fur, blue or purple color, 4 eyes or 2 eyes. So we come down here, and what you need to do is take a coin, a quarter, penny, whatever you want. It tells you here, use a coin to flip to determine the genotype for each parent. You will flip the coin twice for each parent's genotype and complete the attached chart. Heads, dominant, tails, recessive. So what you need to do is you need to have this sheet, right? Start out with the mother, and then you're going to go through all of these different ones. Head size, head shape, horns, arms, all of these. You're going to go through all of those twice because you need if it's recessive or dominant from this mother's father and mother, and then you go to the father and you need to do it twice. So for instance, for the head size, you would flip a coin and you would get, if you got heads, then heads would be dominant gene. So you flip a coin for the head size, you get heads, that's a large head. So down here on the chart, you would put a capital H. Now that's the mother's dad, for instance. Now you need to do one more right here because there needs to be 2 letters in here, one from her mother and father. So then you come up here, you do it once more. Flip it. Is it heads or tails? Maybe it's tails. So then you fill in here. You would have a capital H and a small h for the head size. Then the head shape. You do the same. You flip it twice. And those letters are shown right on here. Round head, oval head. So if it was a heads, you would put a capital R, and then you flip it again for her other parent, and whatever it is, it could be any combination of capital R or small r, and you're going to put it into that slot. So you go through and you do that for each of these. So you're going to end up with 2 letters in each of these. Okay. Then you go to the father and you put in 2 letters for each of these. Okay. And then in the genotype, you're going to write genotype is the genotype would be either a small letter or a large letter, depending upon what it is from here. Remember, if there's one large letter in the combination, it's always going to be the dominant that is the genotype. And then the phenotype would be what you can see. So for head size, you would put either large or small. For head shape, you would have oval or round. For horns, you would say horns or no horns. Arms, you would put whatever it was up here that it was showing, which is 4 arms or 2 arms. Okay, so you'd go through and do that all the way through, and then you make sure you got to do the father and you just repeat. Okay, and then you come down here and it says, now that each alien parent has a genotype and phenotype, it's time to create their offspring. The phenotype of the trait will determine the majority of the phenotype Punnett square. The possibility is 50%. You'll flip a coin to decide which trait will be the phenotype. So now what you're going to do is you are going to put those letters. This is for the head size, right? So you're going to put the mother's alleles here and the father's alleles here. And then you are going to put that, you're going to decide. So you're going to fill out this chart for each of the different ones, each of the traits. Okay, that's what you do. So you put in each one, you put the mother's alleles here, the father's alleles here. So if the mother had a capital whatever it might be for arms, I believe that was an A, so a capital A and a little a, and the father had a capital A and a little a, well, this would be 2 capital A's, this would be a capital A and a little a, this would be, I'm trying to think of how this is, capital A and a little a, and this would be 2 little a's. So the probability of 4 arms would be what? 4 arms here would be, there's 3 of them that are dominant, so the bill would be 75%, 2 arms, 25%. So the offspring phenotype would be 4 arms. Okay, and here you would go through and do that for the legs. Same thing. These, you need to put them on the outside of these boxes, just like the other assignment that we learned. So that's what you do for that. If you have any questions, please email me. Thanks.